Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13, verse 22. Pusa Prakati-sto-hi bhunte Prakati jan gunam. Karanam gunasangrosya satasat joni janmasu. The living entity in material nature thus follows the ways of life, enjoying the three modes of nature. This is due to association with material nature. Thus he meets with good and evil among various species. So how we are put into different bodies is explained in this verse. It is due to our association with different modes of nature. When we are situated in Krishna consciousness, then we will not transmigrate from one body to another. But unless one is situated in Krishna consciousness, his material consciousness will oblige one to be transferred from one body to another. So this change of desire can only be brought about by hearing from authoritative sources. So Arjuna is hearing the signs of Krishna consciousness directly from Krishna. So by understanding material nature, we can become free from our entanglement. It's due to ignorance that we desire the wrong thing. And therefore we are entangled in one body after another. The solution is we must hear Bhagavad Gita, try to apply it, and then the result is that our ability to understand will increase. And then, as a result, automatically the attachment and knowledge will follow. This knowledge is also given in this 13th chapter, verse 20. 30, verse 20. Prakritim purusham cheva vidyanade ubhav api vikaram sagunam cheva vidi prakriti sambhavam. Material nature and the living entity should be understood to be beginningless. The transformation and the modes of matter are products of material nature. So, thus Krishna explains in the next verse, nature is said to be the cause and effects, whereas the living entity is the cause of various sufferings and enjoyment in this world. Here the difference is made between the living entity, the soul, and its experience with material energy. Material nature is manifesting in different ways according to the desires and activities of the living entity. According to certain circumstances, we have acquired a certain body and we think that this body is very nice, and at other times we think that the body is bad because it gives us suffering. But the body is meant to give us suffering. But one in the modes of goodness will suffer less than one in the mode of personal ignorance. One in the mode of goodness develops knowledge how to get out of material nature. So that should be directed by our desires. One who develops knowledge realizes that sense gratification will not make me happy. So one should strive to come to the mode of goodness. live a clean life, get up early in the morning, eat food in a mode of goodness, only Krishna Prasad, and so on. So, because everyone, whether one is poor or rich, has to suffer, will get old age, will get disease. If we desire to change things, then we need to know the super soul. And that's explained in the following verse. Upadrastu mantacha bharta bhuktamashvara paramatmeti sapyukto desmem purushapara. Yet in this body there is another, a transcendental enjoyer, who is the Lord, the supreme proprietor, who exists as overseer and permitter, and who is known as the super soul. So then we will learn how to act under the direction of the super soul, which is the same as following Krishna's instructions in Bhagavad Gita. Then we learn to live in goodness and transcend the nature by pure devotional service. How does that work? Mamsiya vyabhacharana bhakti yogana sevita sakadam samatitchetam brahmabhuyaya kalpate. By unalloyed devotional service, one immediately transcends the mountain of nature. So that is the standard we must attain if we always act with using body, mind and words in the service of Krishna. Then we will become purified, which means we develop knowledge. And by that knowledge, we stop identifying with the body, but we identify as a spirit soul. We stop identifying with all the emotions and whatever is going on in the mind and which is produced by material nature. We become the observer. And then when suffering is gone, one feels the happiness of the soul by being connected with the Supreme Lord in devotional service. Thank you very much.